Welcome back to our 13 Principles of an Effective Salesperson. Today we're going to continue on with Principle 7. Build urgency, not pressure. Now, as we're wanting to do this principle of building urgency, there's one story that every hesitant buyer has and is the bane of every salesman. We talked earlier about the stories people make, the stories they have about buying. Well, this is one that you're going to hear over and over again. And that's that I'll just buy later. It's not the right time now. Right. This idea that later is going to be better. Now, while this may be true in some instances, they really don't have the money right now. They want to do this, but they can't do it right now. True in some instances. But for most, it's a lie and an exaggeration. Going back to our last principle, they are lying and exaggerating to protect themselves. Now is always better than later. But now is scary. Think about it. You believe your product will really help their life. It will really help and benefit them. So why would you wait to have those benefits? But doing it now requires you to make a decision now, and that's scary. People don't like making decisions. They prefer to put them off till later. Your job as a salesperson is to help people make positive changes in their life by purchasing your product. And waiting till later just means more time before they can benefit from the change. So you need to help them have the courage to change now. Not in the future, not a year from now, but right now. And today I'm going to help you to learn how to help them make that change now. Now, salespeople get a bad reputation for pressuring people to buy. A lot of people say, oh, it's high pressure sales. Oh, you're pressuring me. I don't like being pressured to buy things. Well, you need to understand something here. Why do salesmen feel the need to pressure people? Why do they do it? Well, a couple reasons. Two of them. They really believe people need the product. If I really believe that this product is going to change your life, I'm going to push for you to get it. Or it could be that they just really want to make the sale. They want the commission. They need to meet their quotas. It could be things like that. A salesperson is not a bad person just because they pressure you. Okay? A lot of us need pressuring in order to make changes. Let's say for a moment that someone close to you has a serious drug addiction. You've spoken with a rehab facility and they've told you that they have available space. Are you justified in pressuring them? Or should you just respect their wishes to keep using drugs? Think about it for a second. In that conversation, would you come up to them and go, hey, so I know you love your drugs and all, and they're great, and, but they've got room at their local rehab center. I really think you should go there. No, I don't want to. Okay, that's good. All right, I just wanted to, offer. You're not going to do that. You're going to go in there and you're going to tell them about why they need to do this and how this is something that they need. Here's the ways it's going to change their life. Here's what they're doing right now that's hurting them. And you're going to push them to go to rehab. Now, does that make you a bad person? Most people would say that you are justified because it's something that will help them. That you are justified in pressuring someone when it is something that is good for them. So if you agree, and you'd push them to go to rehab because it's good for them, then if you agree your product will help people, shouldn't you pressure them? I mean, if you know that by purchasing your product, it would change their life for the better, gosh, aren't you completely justified in pressuring them to buy? The answer is actually no. You're not. And it's not because your heart's in the wrong place or because you're a bad person for pressuring them. No, the answer is no, because it doesn't work. I have known people who have done that exact experience of pressuring someone to go to rehab, and guess what happens? They don't go. Or if they do go, they don't really do the program. They come out and they're back where they were before. Pressure doesn't work. So you can pressure people to buy all you want, and all it's going to do is get you a lot of cancellations, no repeat business, and probably make you feel kind of bad about yourself. If you want to help people, individuals or organizations to make a change, you need to use urgency. Help build urgency, not applying pressure. Now, what's the difference? What's pressure versus urgency? How do they differ? Well, pressure is to push someone into making the decision you want now. To push someone into making the decision you want now. Make that decision now, and this is the one I want you to make. Do it. I'm going to push you. I'm going to keep pounding you until you make the decision that I want you to make, and you do it right now. Urgency is a self-motivated feeling compelling or requiring immediate action or attention. Pressure is a feeling imposed by the salesperson. Me telling you you need to do this and you need to do this now. Urgency comes from the customer. It's the customer saying, wow, I really need to do this now. But most people only know how to apply pressure to say you need to do this now. How do you instead build urgency? Well, you can help people build urgency by using open-ended questions. Going back to our earlier principles, urgency comes from a feeling that compels to act. So, what would cause you to feel urgency? Think about it. Let's say you were being pitched your own product. What would cause you to make the decision to do it now rather than a week from now? We feel urgency when we don't want to miss out. Most of the time, it comes from that. Why do people stand in line to see a midnight showing a movie? Because they want to be the first ones to see the movie. They want that experience of being the first ones and no one to be able to ruin the movie for them. Why do people line up in droves to get the newest smartphone, the brand new iPhone, whatever? They show up and they line up out the door. Why? Why do they want it right now? They are excited and they don't want to miss out. That's it. They think, wow, I could have that new phone today and start experiencing all of the benefits of that new phone today instead of staying with my current one for another 2 weeks and missing out on all that time when I could be enjoying the new thing. So while excitement for how the product will help you is best, for the idea that, oh, I want to go buy the product today because I want this product and I think it'll be great. Fear of things not getting better or missing out can be an extremely effective tool. By getting them excited about the change and scared of things staying the same together at the same time, that's powerful. When they are excited for the change and scared of not changing, that's when you really are going to get people to buy and to buy today. And you can use open-ended questions to build this new story of why they should buy today. I could ask questions like, what will happen if you don't get this today? Let's go back to our earlier answer with the going to the movie, going to the midnight showing, paying the extra money. What will happen if you don't go to the midnight showing? They probably have a story of, well, I'm going to miss out. I mean, there's the energy there. There's all the people. Everyone's excited. I'm going to miss out on that experience. And then everyone's going to be posting about it tomorrow, and I'm going to have the story ruined for me. So that's what's going to happen if I don't go to this midnight showing. How much money will you lose by waiting? This is a great one for any financial products or products that are one of the selling aspects is that it will save you money. I used to use this one when I would sell timeshare. The individual would be like, oh, I don't know if I want to buy timeshare. Oh, really? I'm like, well, let me ask you, what types of vacationing do you like to do? Oh, we like to go and do these different things. Oh, really? So that probably costs you about this much per year, right? Yeah. Okay, so if you do that for the next couple of years, that's this much money that you will have spent on vacations. Where if you could have just spent this much money today and had all those vacations through your timeshare. And so, do you really want to spend all that money that you don't have to? See, those types of questions will help build urgency by helping the customer recognize that they want things to change and that they want them to change and have that change happen now. Not a week from now, not a month from now. That will allow you to help them overcome those fears of change and make a decision to buy. Urgency comes from fear. It really does. A lot of times it can come from excitement. Sometimes people are just really excited, but a lot of times if you ask them, if you find someone who's really excited about something. They're really excited to go buy this thing or go do this other thing, and you go, oh, why are you doing it now and not a year from now? Why not a couple weeks from now? Next time you know someone's going to a midnight showing, ask them, why go to the midnight showing? Why not just go to the next day or the week after that when things calm down? They'll tell you exactly what they're going to miss out on if they don't do it today. That's how you build urgency instead of applying pressure. Pressure says you need to buy today. Urgency says what's going to happen and what are you going to miss out on if you don't do this today? See, and then they can tell you. It comes from them. Rather than you telling them what's going to happen, they tell you. And as I'll be talking about in an upcoming principle, people believe themselves first before they believe you. Anything you say is a sales tactic. Anything they say is the truth. We'll get into that more in depth in a later video, but you need to help them feel that urgency. And they feel that urgency as you ask those open-ended questions to help them discover the story of what they're going to miss out on if they wait till tomorrow to buy.